Thank you. Today is the big day. Cheyenne Frontier Days is now underway, and the next week and a half is jam-packed with fun events and concerts. CBS Colorado is there. We're bringing the festivities to you. Let's send it out to Karen, Leigh, and Dillon Thomas joining us from the Daddy of Them All out in Cheyenne. Y'all are having so much fun out there.
Yeah, and the best part is, Michaelia, it just got started. Today is the big day.
Yes.
A lot going on, Dillon.
Yeah, and for the next 10 days, there are going to be tens of thousands of people per day making their way to this venue for all the fun that you could ever imagine, right?
I know, so excited. Of course, right behind us, the big stage.
Yes.
Because there's going to be so many fabulous concerts here tonight. I mean, actually, tonight just kicks it all off,
Yeah.
right? And then we have Jelly Roll, I know Sunday, we have Lainey Wilson, and look, right here.
The fun coming right to us, Karen.
I know. Imagine that. You go to a rodeo, and here come the rodeo girls and the gals and the ladies. Thank you so much for coming out here. And then we're going to find out a little bit more about this group of ladies right here with Hallie. Hallie, thanks so much for being with us.
Absolutely. Thank you for having us.
So tell us about the ladies behind us.
So the ladies behind us are the Dandies, Cheyenne Frontier Days Dandies. They're the goodwill ambassadors for Cheyenne Frontier Days, ages 14 through 19, and they just serve as the goodwill ambassadors, carrying flags, sponsor flags, and representing rodeo and the Western way of life.
So for every rodeo, you'll see these ladies out there, right?
Absolutely. Twice every rodeo.
And you guys spend a lot of time together too, right? A lot of time practicing.
Yes, they start practicing in January. They're practicing about once a week, and then they're starting to practice come springtime. They're practicing twice a week. All the blood, sweat, and tears, they're doing a good job.
Yeah, we so appreciate you being out here. Thanks so much for a few seconds of your time, Hallie. We appreciate it. And Dillon, I know this is one of your favorite events. So what are you looking forward to the most as we're out here?
This year is the celebration of the Year of the Cowgirl. So seeing how the Frontier Days is going to be highlighting all these incredible girls and women who are coming up through rodeo. And this is really the year that we're going to see them highlight that.
Yeah, we can't wait to learn more about that and what that all means, right? Because we know that there are some really tough, strong cowgirls out here, and they really have a place in the rodeo out here.
And many of them will go on to become Miss Frontier here at Cheyenne Frontier Days. I actually met someone last night where it was a daughter and a mom, 30 years apart. Both had been Miss Frontier. Pretty special. Oh,
such a strong history here, which is why we love Cheyenne Frontier Days so much. We're going to head out to the other side where all the fun stuff is happening out there too. We've got fair food. We're going to taste that. We're going to do a taste test for you here in a little bit, and so much more. So of course, stay with us. And Michaelia, we're just getting started.
All right, we can't wait to check in soon. Thank you. Today marks the first day of this year's Cheyenne Frontier Days. This year has a packed schedule full of fun events for the whole family. That includes one unique fashion show. Let's check back in with Karen Leigh. She's getting a look inside the Western Wear show. Karen, you've got your cowgirl hat on. I see some jean jackets out there. It's a lot to choose from.
Well, I tell you, Michaelia, that's why we decided to come into the Boot Barn. They have so many fabulous things, and they're so smart because this is set up right before you even get inside the actual fairway there, and it is just like there's so many cool things in here. You can see all these fabulous belt buckles here behind me. We have very, very shiny belts, which I love because, you know, Michaelia, I love some bling for sure. And I just picked me up a hat here, and they're so great because they'll actually size it for you when you're in here. Make sure you get the right fit. I want to talk to Sherry over here, and she's going to talk to us a little bit about some of the women's fashion because this is the year of the cowgirl. Sherry, thanks for being with us today. We appreciate you.
Thank you. Thanks for coming.
So first off, tell me how you even got here. You work at a boot barn in another state.
I do. I am from Branson, Missouri, and we have several other employees here that just come in, volunteer, put in their time, and we just have a great time here at Cheyenne Frontier Days.
Oh my gosh, first time here, right?
It is. It is. I'm so excited. It's just fabulous.
So many people already. So tell me a little bit about some of the items that you guys have for sale here.
We have our Lainey Wilson hats here. This is the first year for Lainey Wilson. We've got 2 of the black hats. She also has red and pink. If you go on down the line here, this is the year of the cowgirl, so we've brought in all of our bling for the Cowgirls Night Out, the concert. You know, we've got Miranda Lambert's line here with Idlewind. So anything you want to wear to that concert, have a great time.
So awesome. So just check out some of these things, Brian. I just love them. So which ones are the Miranda Lambert that you're talking about? She just like, is this her type of stuff?
Idlewind here.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Very nice.
Yeah, she's got some great
So cute.
stuff
Love this.
on. Yes.
For all of our women viewers out there, and I know we have a lot of cowgirls and country music fans that are going to be looking forward to Cheyenne Frontier Days.
So if you don't know what you want to wear to the concert, you know, come on out. We're going to get you all fitted out.
Yeah, it's so much fun. Yeah. Sherry, what do you think is the best thing just about the whole country atmosphere?
getting everybody involved in the Western atmosphere, bringing that all back. That's just what Boot Barn is about. Boot Barn has a great Western country atmosphere, and we're just bringing that all back and getting everybody involved.
Yeah, great to see so many families out here, and they love it too. Seeing so many little kids out here getting some things. So thank you for my hat. I appreciate it.
Absolutely.
All right, Michaelia, Sherry, thank you so much. I think next up we're going to do some fair food testing. Dillon, I think, is already in there checking things out. He's probably already eating, I'm sure.
Karen, and I love the hat, and you're right. You always got to have some bling, right? Always got to have bling.
Seriously, I know.
Karen, thank you. Well, this year's Cheyenne Frontier Days are now underway. There's a whole lot of fun events and shows to see, but is there any better way to celebrate than trying out all that fun fair food? No, Dillon joining us live from the fairgrounds where he's checking out all the fun eats. Dillon, you got a whole lot going out there, I heard.
And when we say a whole lot going on, take a look at this right here. I have literally a little bit of everything that they want me to try on air right now. It's not going to happen, but I'm going to give it a shot. In TV news, they tell us never to hand off the mic, but I'm going to do that. I'm going to hand off the mic to Nate Janicek right now. He's the one who runs all the food here, and you're going to tell me, what should I be trying here?
I think for sure you need to try the Mexican street corn pizza. It's delicious. It's just all the ingredients of a classic elote on a delicious pizza crust. It's creamy, it's salty, it's cheesy. We have some fresh cilantro on top. It's really, really good stuff.
That was great. All right, what else do we got?
I think you need to try our Wild and Crazy Watermelon Popsicle. It's a frozen piece of watermelon wrapped in a fruit roll-up, dipped in chamoy and sprinkled with tahini. It's frozen, so it's crunchy, it's sweet, it's sticky, it's sour. It's pretty wild. What do you think?
Very good. Not what I would have expected. How do you come up with this?
That particular item there is something we saw. It's really popular in the international street food scene, but a lot of these we come up with just by trying to invent new combinations of flavors and textures to keep our guests excited and engaged in the adventure that is the rodeo food.
And we got the pickle pizza from last year. I already tried that, but also tell me what's in this pineapple.
That's our Fruity Pebbles pineapple shrimp bowl. It's a great big pineapple hollowed out, filled with delicious fried shrimp, grilled pineapple, topped with our spicy Fruity Pebbles ranch sauce and sprinkled with Fruity Pebbles.
All right, and I'm also seeing a theme of donuts here. We got some donuts over here, donuts on burgers, donut chicken sandwiches.
We've got the Rodeo Donut Burger, which is 2 delicious fresh fried donuts on top of bacon, lettuce, tomato, half-pound, all-beef USDA choice hamburger patty. We've got our donut chicken sandwich, and we have mochi donuts with various toppings and flavors on those as well.
All right, Nate, we got only about 1 minute left, so tell me real quick. We got some drinks here too.
Yeah, we have delicious aguas frescas. We have traditional milk tea, taro milk tea. We've got Dole Whip this year, which is delicious gluten-free and dairy-free dessert option. It's like ice cream without all the things that people are allergic to. We have Korean corn dogs, we have fried pickles, fried Oreos, fried Twinkies, fried Snickers, pretty much anything you could think of, we have it.
I think you have demonstrated that here today. So you guys are going to be out here all week. Nate, you got to come visit him every single year. He never ceases to amaze me what you guys have to offer. Every single year they got something new. And Michaelia, just to make you jealous, here's us throwing some, what are these, fried Oreos?
Oreos.
All right, I'm going to have this and we'll send it back to you.
I love a good fried Oreo. And I noticed that you picked up the burger with the donuts, but kind of said no. That looks like a mouthful, for sure.
Yeah, not biting into that on live TV, but right when we tap power down, I'm devouring that.
All right, enjoy, Dillon. Thank you so much. Well, we know fashion is a major part of Cheyenne Frontier Day celebrations, and while your outfit as a whole is very important, the hat is what completes it. Let's send it back out live to Dylan Thomas. He's giving us a look into all the fabulous headwear on display. Dylan.
You know, Michaelia, about 2 minutes ago, I was still eating, and suddenly I got a call from our producer saying, you have to be doing something about hats. So I sprinted over here to talk with our friends who are putting together some brand new hats for people. Of course, you can't come here to a Western celebration without kind of fitting in with the group. So this here is where they have hats already made, and then you can actually get them fitted. And then from there, they go through, and as you can see, they use steam in order to custom shape it to the size of your head to make sure it not only fits, but it also is looking great while earlier here at the Daddy of them all, Cheyenne Frontier Days. So this is just one more example of things that you could do when you're out here at Cheyenne Frontier Days. Come, make sure to get a hat, make yourself look good, no matter if you're a man or woman. You can see they have the felt. They also have the straw hats for summer and winter. And then, of course, they also have all of that amazing food that we were just trying about 10 minutes ago. And then tonight, the night shows kick off just off to my right. There's going to be some live music, so make sure to buy your tickets. Tickets are limited to some of the shows, but there's other shows that still have quite a bit left. So, Michaelia, once again, we're here at Cheyenne Frontier Days. We're on the west side of the building where they have all of the fair food, all of the clothes, all of the art exhibits. I know that we're going to be having more coverage coming up in the next hour, and also make sure to be out here on Monday as well. Romy Bean's going to be out here. All the fun just now getting kicked off at Cheyenne Frontier Days, the daddy of them all.
So much fun, Dillon. Thank you so much. We'll check back in coming up at 5. And Frontier Days now up and running. That is where Karen Leigh is tonight. And Karen, there's a little something for everybody out there.
That's right. And of course, the bands here, the music, the concerts, fabulous. I think you can probably hear them over my mic. They just turned it up a little notch out here because they're getting ready to kick things off the first day of the Daddy of them all. And we are live here for you throughout the entire evening and, of course, all weekend and next week, too. So many fun things to be had, Michaelia. And you can see behind me the rides firing up back here. Of course, the little kid rides because this is a family affair. So much fun out here. And, of course, we'll have more coming up here in just a little bit. But I'm telling you what, I just checked out the food. So good.
It looks amazing, and we cannot wait to see everything else. Karen, thank you so much. The gates are open for another great time at Cheyenne Frontier Days. 11 days of rodeos, concerts, foods, rides, and fun kicked off today. And Karen Leigh getting a look at that fun firsthand. She's live tonight in Cheyenne. Karen, just a fabulous time underway already.
I know, and I found my friend Dillon.
Yes, pulled me away from the food, right?
I know, right? We had to take a break. We were shoving so much food into our mouth because there's so many fabulous things out here. And we wanted to come over and check out the rides because there really is something for everybody out here. When we talk about a family affair, there are rides for all ages and some scary stuff for adults, too.
You know, and like we have a little train off to the side behind us, but like that's where all the kids are able to go right now. You can see some of the kiddos right over here. Our photographer, Brian Madden, as they get off the ride over here. You can see, of course, having a great time. And off to the left a little bit, more of the kid rides. And then the further you go around the building and the facility, the more opportunity there is for more fun rides, Karen.
I know. You know, Dillon, we haven't done the rides yet, so I think between the break, we should go check out and have something fun. And the caramel apples. Oh, my gosh, love your caramel apple. Yay! Love, 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 love. Oh my gosh, so much fun. That is what the Cheyenne Frontier Days is all about. Of course, this is just a little bitty baby part of all the fun that takes place out here. I heard one of the adults say earlier he liked the scary rides, Dillon, which of course we have out here too.
You know, I don't know if that's going to be me, so maybe you and I could find something a little more calm to be right on. Maybe the children's
maybe
train.
The bumblebees behind us.
That's a little more my speed,
Totally, so much fun. But of course, we have the concerts kicking off here tonight as well. And I think something that we always talk about is just the history of Cheyenne Frontier Days. And I mean, of course, it's so much fun out here, but it really is just historical too. I mean, this year is the year of the cowgirl.
Yeah, and this has been around for over 100 years, but at the same time, this is their first time ever really dedicating a full year to celebrating all the women and girls who have made this rodeo and this experience in the Western culture really what it is now.
Yeah, and I know that you've been out here covering it for the last couple of years, so you know how strong these women are in the rodeo arena.
Yeah, and here coming up later on in the show, we're actually going to be able to show everyone how this they're actually dedicating statues now to these women who really have formed this this culture.
Yeah, we can't wait to see that. Dillon, thanks so much for hanging out with me, or letting me hang out with you, I guess. Michaelia, will toss it back to you, and more to come.
All right, thank you both. See you soon.
So I think if you come to Cheyenne Frontier Days, you have to get a hat. And not just any hat, not just any cowboy hat, but a cowboy hat that is really fitted just for you and designed for you that kind of sums up you and your personality. To talk a little bit more about that, we found a perfect hat store. Is Paula. Paula, thank you so much for being with us.
Oh, my pleasure. It's nice to be here, and we love opening day at Cheyenne Frontier Days. This is our 8th year here.
So tell me a little bit about these fabulous, beautiful hats that you have around you.
Well, we launched the Boy Blue brand last year as a namesake brand under my daughter Bella's tutelage. So she's been designing since last summer when we launched the brand. And we brought in a lot of the Stetson Charlie One Horse brand. And what Bella does is does up branding on it, literally branding on initials. She does burning. She does rebanding, embellishment, all kinds of fun things.
So pick up one of your hats here and tell me a little bit about them, if you don't mind.
Well, this is like the great classic, just a great classic Stetson hat that, is going to be male or female. So we have a whole, we can go men or women, either way. And then Bella takes and embellishes, and she might take the band off. She might put feathers on it. We might do jewelry with it. Here you can see one that's already pre-embellished. So again, this is another Charlie One Horse. Of course, Leigh Wilson is Charlie One Horse's spokesperson this year. So we have a lot of the Leigh Wilson hats in as well, which have already been selling really well today. And I don't know that this one is. I know we have a couple out front that are Leigh Wilson, but you just have to stop in and see the whole collection. We have probably 300 to 400 hats, and then we can make it your own. We literally can make it work for you.
What do you love so much about this business and doing this? I'm sure that seeing people really be happy with what they've walked out with, just how does that make you feel to know that you're giving somebody a little bit more than just, a rodeo experience?
Well, if you're in it just for the selling, you're in it for the wrong reason. So the reason Stonefeather Road and how we've built the business is making sure that when a customer leaves, they love what they have. And two things happen for us. If they love what they've bought, then they're going to be back and buy more from us, and then all their friends want to know where they got it. And so it's been a great marketing tool for us. We do a couple of big scale shows like this a year, and then we have a retail store in Billings, Montana as well, and a huge online business.
Quickly, what's so special about Cheyenne Frontier Days?
Oh gosh, well, we laugh about this. I did an interview on our Facebook page, and my marketing director asked me about 10 questions like that. I said, it's got to be the people. This is our favorite show. It truly is. We do the National Finals Rodeo. We love this one more. We love, probably because it's very, very real. It's raw, it's real, it's true West. And
you don't get that every day, right?
No, you don't. No, you don't.
Well, thank you so
much. People from all over
right.
for that reason.
Yeah, just fantastic. Well, we ran out of time. Thank you so much for sharing your hats with us. They're just beautiful. And Mac, just one of the many things that you can find if you take the time to really spend a little, slow down when you come out here to Cheyenne Frontier Days, because there's so much.
It's a beautiful thing. And Dave has his eye on that green one.
Want that green hat back there. Lucky hat.
Thank you so much. We'll be right back. There is a lot of fun to be had this year at Cheyenne Frontier Days, and Dillon Thomas, Karen Leigh, joining us live from the daddy of them all. Dillon, how are you guys doing out there, Karen?
So we can't complain. Yes. We could complain, but that would be foolish because we're having way too much fun out here in Michaelia. Dillon, I know this is something, an event that you've been covering for years now. They love Dillon out here. They know him by name. They start talking to him whenever you walk up here.
Yeah, they're like, that's the guy who shows up once a year and starts shoving his face with food at 4 o'clock. No, I'm just kidding. It's a great crew up here. Everybody's so welcoming, and that kind of translates even if you've never been here before. Everyone's just such a family up here. It's a very welcoming and fun environment, too.
Yeah, it certainly is. And we were listening to Dave talk just a second ago about that storm that just kind of rolled through. It wasn't too bad, but it did dump quite a bit of rain. And I'll have Brian swing over, and you can kind of see it didn't scare anybody off. We still have plenty of people out here. They just took cover for about 10 minutes, and now they're out and about again, enjoying everything. And you can see the beautiful clearing that's coming from the sky back there too. And hey, you cannot shut down Cheyenne Frontier Days. That's what we're talking about here. And of course, this year, a lot of big events. We know in just no time at all, and in just a few short hours, the stage is going to be packed. People are going to be packed into the stands out here.
My check is done.
Yeah, because the concerts are one of the biggest draws, right?
Yeah, and this is going to be the first of about, I think 7 or 8 different concerts that are taking place in the next week. So lots of reason to still make your way up here. And the best part is there's still tickets available for pretty much everything.
Yeah, they were telling us, too. I know Jelly Roll, my favorite. Leigh Wilson, too. I love both of them. And then I know several of our coworkers going to Ludacris.
Yes, it's going to be a great time. Ludacris and T-Pain. That's quite the matchup, right? I mean, 2000 me would have been jealous of me right now.
So. So funny. Oh, one thing, too. I just talked to the CEO out here, and he is just fabulous. And he's going to talk about why this is the year of the cowgirl.
Yes.
And just why this Cheyenne Frontier Days is so personal to him. You do not want to miss that. That's coming up in the next half hour. So great stuff to be
Yeah, stay tuned.
We cannot wait. Thank you so much. The daddy of them all is kicking off today. And Karen Leigh is sitting down with the man who runs all of Cheyenne Frontier Days.
All right, we thought if we're going to come to Cheyenne Frontier Days, we better sit down with the man that is in charge of it all, Tom Herzig, here with us. And Tom, you are the CEO of Cheyenne Frontier Days, in charge of how all of this runs. And this is personal for you. Tell us why.
Absolutely. So my great-great-uncle was one of the co-founders of Cheyenne Frontier Days in 1897. So my family's been involved in this since day one. I started volunteering out here when I was 10 years old. I worked in the arena with my dad. He was the arena director for 37 years. And so I've never missed a Cheyenne Frontier Days. We grew up on a ranch. You know that the end of July is not a great time to leave the ranch. That's you're busy putting up hay, you got cattle. But our family was always dedicated to Cheyenne Frontier Days, and we took those 7 to 10 days and came to town to volunteer to put this thing on. So, yeah, it's personal.
I love it so much. Well, tell us, okay, let's get to the good stuff and the meat of what's going on here. Tell us about some of the musical lineup. I know people are just always wowed and amazed by the bands and the entertainers that you bring out here.
Well, you know, we're fortunate in that aspect, too, because not only are we a bucket list for cowboys, every cowboy wants to rodeo at Cheyenne. Every country western star has to come through Cheyenne at some point in their career to make it a complete career. So we're not only a bucket list for the cowboys, but we are for the night show entertainment. So we're fortunate in that aspect that you think about the Cheyenne. Supposedly there's been more songs written with Cheyenne in a verse than any other town in the world.
Wow.
Which is, you think about it, there's a lot of songs out there that involve Cheyenne. So music is a big part of Cheyenne Frontier Days.
Well, thank you so much for your time. Just
Sure.
fantastic. Any last little nugget for people that are coming out here, maybe for their first time and experiencing their first Cheyenne Frontier Days?
The only thing I'm going to tell you, if you come for your first time, spend a couple days because you can't see it all in one day. There's too much to do here.
And enjoy it. Well, thank you. We
Yes.
appreciate it. So special. So glad to be a part.
Cheyenne Frontier Days kicks off today. We've been out there all afternoon talking about all the fun, but there are also events to honor a crucial part of our nation's history. Dillon Thomas explains.
Yeah, we are here at the future home of the Morning Star American Indian Village here at Cheyenne Frontier Days. In about 2 to 3 years, this will be the biggest home to pay respect to those who are from Native American and American Indian villages. In a ceremony just off the Old West Museum at Cheyenne Frontier Days, hundreds gathered in order to celebrate this incredible moment that was years in the making. This replaces the Indian Village as we know it and actually moves it toward the Old West Museum, giving a new, reinvigorated, and much larger space to be able to celebrate Native American culture, which obviously played a big role in Western culture. One of the features will actually be an amphitheater that could seat around nearly 1,000 people at a time, so the Native Americans and American Indians can show off their dances and also share stories from their past. In Cheyenne, Dillon Thomas, CBS Colorado.
All afternoon, Karen and Dillon have been having so much fun at Cheyenne Frontier Days, and a lot of big names are performing out there, so they're breaking down the lineup for us, guys.
Oh, yes. Well, break it down.
Yeah. I know the lineup.
I was break dancing out here, but that's a different.
I would pay money to see that, you know? I would pay money right here before you even enter. You could just cut off all the crowds and steal all the business.
We're getting giddy out here because we've been out here talking to people and having so much fun out here. Of course, Cheyenne Frontier Days.
Yes.
Oh, look. Hugs.
Yeah, it's all the reunions of people who bought tickets with their friends and families. They're coming up, meeting up here on the front patio.
Yeah.
Go in, get some of that good food before a great show tonight.
Oh, I know. So much fun. Well, there you go, right? Somebody who can't wait to get in here.
Yeah.
And these lines are going to start getting really, really long. We'll step out of the way here, Dillon, and we'll let them just kind of show a picture of all the people that are starting to come in here because tonight, of course, the big concert's kicking everything off here at the Daddy of them all, Cheyenne Frontier Days. And what I love so much is, as you see here too, Dillon, are the families coming in.
Yes, it shows it's really a family event.
You can bring your little kids too.
Yes, and that's the thing is that everybody can come in, have a great time, and you know, if you want to stay outside, have fun on the fair side wheel, yeah, you could do that, or you could head into the concerts, whatever you would like to do.
I know. No, come on. Come on. Yes. No. She was trying to hide from us, and we were going to snag her.
Yeah, we're hoping to find some people to chat with before they head in because there's a lot of excitement. People are ready to get into their seats already.
Yeah, so much, so many fun things to be at. We, of course, will be here for you all weekend long. And I know, Dillon, you're going to be out here. This is not the only day that we cover Cheyenne Frontier Days.
And I mean, we've been talking a lot about the concerts. We've been talking a lot about the food, but also who could forget Wednesday? For the first time in 2 years, the Thunderbirds are back, which is one of the best shows that you're going to see anywhere, is of course having those jets flying right above your head. I've been fortunate to see a few times, and I'm hoping to be back again. It's never the same show.
Okay, Maria, I'm going to see if you can grab one of these couples coming in here. Our fabulous producer Maria is out here. I'm going to see if she can grab somebody that's walking in and see, can we talk to you guys real quick? Come on. Oh, no.
Hey, you guys, real quick, want to tell us about what you're looking forward to
real
tonight? Who are you here to see?
Turnpike Troubadours.
And why did you want to see this show specifically?
We just love them and we love Frontier Days.
And then one more question for you. What song are you looking forward to the most tonight? Do you know?
7-7.
All right, cool. So you guys excited for tonight?
Yes.
All right, we'll let you head in. Thank you so much. So as you can tell, everybody's ready to get inside because the show starts only a matter of like an hour or so, I believe.
So much fun to be at. And the rain is going to stay away.
Yes.
Right now it's just a little bit, Michaelia, but no more rain. We know for the rest of the night tonight. We've been paying attention to Dave, and he said it's going to be all clear.
Yes. And the food vendors were telling me, tell Dave Aguilera to make sure the rain goes away.
We're going to have to check in with Dave.
Back to you.
You guys are having so much fun, and yeah, there's a lot to check out. Dillon, you
Yes.
mentioned T-Pain and Ludacris. I am so excited for that show. It's going to be a good one.
I'll see you there.
Yeah, all right. Thank you so much.